thank you, Dr. Myers, for moderating this evening. Thank you to the Chamber of University for hosting this debate. Thank you to my Mayoral candidate colleagues for attending and participating. This is by no measure an easy thing to engage in, and I have a lot of respect for each of them for making the effort to engage in it. Sault Ste. is a great city. It's a city that's dear to me. It's a city that's given a lot to my family going back to my grandparents. But it's a city that has some significant and serious challenges. We have some very significant demographic issues. Our taxes are on the rise, as is our spending. We have some very serious infrastructure issues. For the first time in our history, we've had water quality issues. I'm not here tonight to lay this at anybody's feet. I'm here tonight to raise these issues, because that's what I think leadership is about. And our city has to take a good, hard look at our challenges, and has to begin to address them now. We have not been active enough or aggressive enough in addressing them. There's a report out of the city, the planning department, that indicates to maintain our current level of economy and our current workforce, we'll need approximately 11,000 migrants to Sault Ste. Marie over the next decade, taking into consideration our birth, our death rates, and our retirement rate. And if we don't have those 11,000 people move to Sault Ste. Marie, our economy will shrink, and there'll be less opportunity than there is now. So that's why this campaign I'm talking about leadership. Because I think the mayor has to raise these issues, and the mayor has to find the people to address them. I'm also talking about accountability, because these issues have to be addressed in front of you, in this council. And the mayor has to be responsible for them. The mayor has to speak to them. The mayor has to speak to the city.
Thank you, Dr. Myers, and thank you to the Chamber, to Algoma Youth for hosting this extremely important event, and certainly to Sean Local 2 for making sure that all of our community can see it. I'm Debbie Amoroso, and I have had the great honor and privilege of being your mayor for the last 4 years. And certainly it has not been 4 years without challenges. Those have certainly existed, but we have certainly had an abundance of opportunity also, which has been capitalized on. I speak to you about the OLG and what that organization means to our community, and the work that's been done to ensure that they have a bright future here, and they do have a bright future here. I speak to you about the many projects that are going that will increase employment opportunities. It will help keep our youth here. It will help bring some of our youth back. There are some very, very exciting projects that are on the go that we're all here at the city and the EDC and the Innovation Center working hard to make sure that they come to fruition. We have the court announcement that came through from our provincial and federal governments that have said very clearly that this is a game changer for our economic base. So yes, we have had challenges, absolutely, but we have such great, bright possibilities in our future that I ask for your continued support to make sure that those opportunities turn into realities and we can continue to move our city forward. I look forward to your support on October 27th. I encourage all of you to get out and vote, because it is so important that your voice be heard. You must get to those polls, and you really do have an obligation to hear what every mayoral candidate has to say and what your ward candidates have to say. So I look forward to the results on October 27th.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Myers. Thank you to the Chamber of Commerce, Algoma University, Shaw Local 2, for the opportunity to come here before you and all this evening. And fellow candidates as well, thank you for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Robin Poole, and allow me to start by saying that this has been a somewhat overwhelming yet educational experience, and I have discovered that it is a challenging commitment. Nevertheless, that same commitment to overcome all challenges is what Sault Ste. Marie needs our mayor to display. And this is not a rare occurrence anymore, in that which younger citizens are beginning to stand up and realize the only way a city such as ours can overcome the fatigue and static expectations and ideas that have plagued the city is to make their voices heard. It is those very citizens that I implore this October 27th, you exercise your right to vote and to be heard. As the voice of the voiceless, I share this message to all citizens, that it only takes one to stand up and advocate for change. We want this great city of ours to be a leading example of how lean thinking can create a more efficient municipal government and vibrant city, which is able to be adaptive and responsive to the ever-changing needs of our citizens. The future is now, and we can create a better tomorrow as soon as today. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Myers, for inviting us and the Chamber of Commerce and everybody here. I think that the city has spoken. It needs to keep the young people here. It needs jobs to grow its own economy. Because if we keep our money here, we grow our own economy. That keeps our taxes down. And in order to do that, we need to bring in the retail stores that the people want to shop at, which I'm doing a survey right now, and there are a lot of people that leave this city to do some shopping, which means we will never get that money back in our own economy. Our economy is going down because the people spend their money elsewhere. We need to bring it back to this city and give the people what they want.
Okay, thank you very much. Everyone's already been thanked multiple times, so I'll just throw my name in and get on with things. I came up to Sault Ste. to do my internship. I liked it here. I chose to stay here. I would like to continue to stay here. If taxes and PUC rates continue to go up at the rates they've been going up, I will not be able to stay here. I will have no choice but to sell my home and leave because I can't afford to live here. Stats Canada says that more than 1 out of every 2 people in this city are struggling to get by on under $30,000 a year. I'm one of them. I know exactly what it's like. We can't have an unsustainable system, and we do currently have one. Taxes are going up at rates massively ahead of anything in the way of inflation, massively ahead of people's wages. It has to stop. The city has been badly managed and has been overspending for over 20 years. It's time to rein things in. I'm an expert in statistics. I'm an expert in continuous improvement. I have successfully saved private companies millions of dollars. I can do the same thing for the corporation, the city of Sault Ste., but only if I'm elected. If you elect the other 2 candidates, you're not electing someone who has those skills and that experience. That's where I leave it.